Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by our naming sponsors, Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. St. Martin and Bork, attorneys at law. Know your rights. And Rouse's Markets, the official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. On today's show, we'll talk plenty of sports, Saints, LSU, Nichols, and high school with a live audience full of energy. Other participating corporate sponsors include Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute, Gen Gators Power Systems, South Louisiana Bank, Quality Rental Tools, Barca Honda, and by Louisiana and Beyond, a new series brought to you by Edison Schwest Offshore. Now from the Eugene J. Falls and Lorraine Falls studios in Houma, Louisiana, here's the freaks of football, Bobby, Rich, Mike, Martin, Harry, Stan, and Chuck. It's time for Sports on the Bayou.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another version of Sports on the Bayou. Mike Detillier along with the Cajun Cannon, Bobby Hebert, Rich Marty. We got a lot to talk about this week. We'll be back with a lot more Sports on the Bayou.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And St. Martin and Bork, attorneys at law. Know your rights. When we come back, who's in the crowd?
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number one. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number one grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin and Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin and Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin and Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our Alford team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Sports on the Bayou is also brought to you by our corporate sponsors, Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute, Gen Gators Power Systems, South Louisiana Bank, Quality Rental Tools, Barker Honda, Edison Schwest Offshore. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. Martin, I'll throw it to you, brother.
All right, we got a good crowd today. How about that, huh?
Yes, and the Saints didn't win, and we still got a big crowd.
No, but they're gearing up. We're going to get to that at the end. Central Lafourche and South Lafourche this week, and we're going to make a few bets
I think it's
here. But look,
definitely the Rouse's sausage that got everybody here.
oh, it's very good. So look, Sandra LaRose is going to help me out today. She is the Chief Academic Officer of Terrebonne Parish, the superintendent's over there.
That's a big job.
She's up here. She's going to help me pronounce some of these names, you know. So she's a very educated woman here, Bobby.
Well, she better be able to pronounce it, or we're going to check her academic.
No pressure, Sandra. You ready to go?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Okay, our first naming sponsor, Table 1, Alford and Associates.
Yay! All right. Big time. My naming sponsor.
Table 2, the Law Office of St. Martin and Bork.
Chucky, baby, in the house.
Chuck's in the house.
All right, Chuck.
Table 3, Rouse's Market.
Yeah, hey, all right, Ralph, glad to see y'all. Come on, April, get in that table and dance a little bit. All right.
Our corporate sponsors, Table 4, Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute.
There's Stan with his gang over there. All right, Stan.
Table 5, Jen Gators Power System.
All right, we're waiting on some firemen to fill that seat, so we're going to introduce him when they come.
Table 6, Edison Schwest Offshore.
Look at the gang over there. That's some high-powered people over there. And I'm glad they made it here this week. Right, William? Y'all made it here this week. Good job.
Table 7, Barker Honda.
Look, hey, breaking news. Lester Beamer, he's going to be a council member. Can we break that first? I just did, didn't I, Lester?
Yeah, you just did.
All right. Glad I could do that. Sorry to steal your thunder, Lester.
Politics, so that's interesting.
All right, yeah, you're right about that. All right, good.
Table 8, South Louisiana Bank.
Hey, there they are. Somebody's guarding the money at the bank. Right.
Table 9, Quality Rental Tools.
Whoa!
And Martin, I think we have a birthday.
Yeah, we have a birthday over there. We got Jack Clemens. There he is. Look on the graphics, Jack. Jack Clemens, birthday. Bobby, 3, 2, 1.
Jack.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jack. Happy birthday to you. Oh, yeah. Jack does a lot for our community. Happy birthday, Jack. We love you, brother. All right.
Okay, we have some more guests at Table 10, GIS Engineering.
All right, we're waiting on them. They're a little late today, but they're going to be here. All right.
Table 11, Louisiana's Cajun Bayou.
A lot of hairspray at that table over there. A lot of hairspray. Okay.
Table 12, Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government.
Hey! And look behind him. You got CIS. You got Jason over there, and I see Lonnie and Harry from HTV behind the other crew over there. So just to mention them. All right, let's keep rolling.
Table 13, Explore Houma.
Yeah! There they going. They're going for Corporate Office of the Year award. There you go.
Table 14, Terrebonne Parish School District and South Central Louisiana Human Service.
Come on, y'all make some noise over there. Let's go. Big game. Bubba wants in on that bet. We're going to get to that. All right.
Okay, and then table 15, retired coaches and the Foles family.
The retired coaches are moving slow, and that's my family back there. Yeah, Miriam's leading that group back there. She won last week, the raffle, so she said she didn't want to win again.
Win again?
She didn't want to win again. She's tired of winning. She's like Trump. She's tired of winning. Okay? All right, so here we go. All right, so here's the deal. Real quick, we're going to go to the break. We're going to talk more about that game, but Mike, we caught you, me and Dwayne Dupree went. We caught Mike Detillier on the field talking about the game. South Lafourche, Central Lafourche. Take us to break, Mike. Here we go.
Have you heard about the lonesome loser, beaten by the Queen of Hearts every time? I hope Bobby and his Tarpons are the losers this time.
When we come back, Saints Talk. You won't want to miss this.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin & Borg. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin & Borg have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin & Borg today to schedule your free consultation.
As you can see behind me, the fury now is starting to happen. The wind's now probably a steady 30 miles per hour, and you'll get gusts from 40 to 45 miles per hour. Of course, that's probably the outer winds of the storm, and if this is the outer winds of the storm, believe me, I don't want to experience the fury of 140 mile per hour wind.
Don't go to sleep on this tonight and think you're going to wake up and it may be a 1 or it may be gone. Think of it as a 3 or a 4.
Now let's track this hurricane because all indications are it's coming right for Terrebonne and Lafourche.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by St. Martin and Bourke Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
Back here on Sports on the Bayou, guys, we'll talk about the Saints 26-21 loss to the 49ers. Man, you know, you say, I'll be damned, because you had opportunities in this game to win.
Well, we might have an opportunity every week, Mike.
No, but you ain't got no opportunity when you play Seattle over there in Buffalo.
No, but if it's close, I mean, if it's hard fought, the fans are still going to be in. When the fans are going to be out and when they're going to start booing, hopefully not wear the bags. Because once you win a Super Bowl, you don't need to wear no damn bags. But when you start booing, it's if you get
Don't be
whacked.
picking on the bags. I was on that team. I have a bag. I have a bag that says he ain't.
Rich, 1 in 15, yeah, then you should get booed. But I'm telling you, if they're playing hard, listen, if you get blown out by 2 or 3 touchdowns.
Rich, how many games y'all lost? They were close. Y'all lost a lot
close to hand grenades and freaking horseshoes. But no, we were. We beat Miami. We got screwed at the end with a bad call.
Flag,
right? And we got flagged, and then we were close in the beginning, and then once you fall off the cliff after the midway mark. I mean, we were 1 and 15.
So who y'all beat? The sorry
We beat the Jets in a snowstorm up in New York. Yeah. No, they were like Super Bowl credited team
I don't know.
like
That
that time
was
when we
Joe
beat
Namath.
them. No, we weren't. We were bad. But I have to tell a quick story. You know, my wedding, we got married that same off-season up in New York, and then, you know, they introduced the wedding party, and Nancy and I were behind the curtain. When we came out and when they introduced us, all my friends and families had bags on their head with 84 on it. So it's, you know, it's a popular thing even if you lose.
Hey, Buddy was on the cover of Time magazine. You know, they had influential people, and he was one of the 50 guys, and he had the Saints bag. That year in 1980.
It was priceless. But we got outdrawn by the basketball team, by the Jazz. They had 36,000, we had 34,000.
Yeah, but
they broke a record on a Saturday night.
They had Pete Maravich, y'all didn't.
No, we didn't.
The only thing that sucks is that, look, when Detroit came, you see all that Honolulu blue and all the bottom of the stadium. That was all Michigan people. What sucks is like a lot of that red, those 49er fans, they fake fans. How can you be from Louisiana and cheer for the 49ers?
They got plenty. Well,
They fake, boy, because Joe Montana was great. Oh, that's a great
Okay, how
call.
many Pittsburgh Steelers when the Steelers play? Same thing.
Same thing. Steelers. Now, if you're from California, they're not all coming here. But the same thing. If you're from Louisiana and you cheer for the Cowgirls, how can you cheer for the Cowgirls? I mean, come on, how can you cheer for that? Move to
Bob, we don't have that
they're
long
1-1 right
in this segment right now.
They won a big game.
Let's go to the highlights of the Saints' loss to the 49ers early on. Rattler back to pass, throws it out there. Man, great catch here. Rashid
That was a nice
Shaheed.
throw. Yeah, you got to catch it. You dropped it in the well.
And Groupie,
he's got to be on thin ice, man. I tell you what, you can't keep missing
kick
that.
at the end of the game, we only need a field goal to win instead of having to score a touchdown.
then Mac Jones, man, at times it's like, man, who are we playing against here?
Missed tackle. Can't have that.
They got pressure on Mac early, but then he started to light up, and he was on target. My thing is,
but they were picking on Isaac Yiadom. He was on the 49ers
They
last
knew
year,
him
so
a lot.
They knew the matchup. I've done that before, to Gene Atkins.
okay, it's 9-0, and then Alvin Kamara with the big run gets a first down.
Okay, Alvin Kamara got to get the touches. If he gets the touch, him and
He
Christian
ran for
McCaffrey,
99
two of the
yards.
best
Then
in
the
NFL
toughest
history.
catch for Jawan Johnson, he drops 2 right in his hands, and it's the toughest catch. He comes down with it for the touchdown, 9-7.
He had 2 drops at the beginning, lack of concentration. Look, you see right there, that's a running back beating our best defensive back on a route.
That
Christian
McCaffrey guy's pretty good.
Yeah.
And they force a fumble. Saints were able to pick it up here.
Yeah, that's Chris Rum Jr., the third, I should say. We got familiar with Brandon Staley's defense.
And then Alvin Kamara getting down to the 8-yard line.
You still got it.
And then Rattler out in the flat for the touchdown to Rashid Shaheed. So, okay, it's close now, 16-14, but Mac Jones heats it up again, gets it downfield, sets up the field goal. And
Of
one
course
thing
they're
with
gonna make it.
Eddie Pinero against the Saints has hit 88% of his field goals. Man, that's pretty doggone good. This is sort of the turning point for me.
See, Alvin Kamara right there, if you catch the ball, did he catch it or not, you got to go down. And you can't be farting around. Fred Warner's too good for that. That's why, that was a fumble.
Yep. Then Mac throws it down, and he got hot, and he burned them.
And the best pass coverage is a pass rush. If we don't get a pass rush, that's not good call second.
Then Valet comes up with the touchdown catch, gives the Saints an opportunity late, but hat on a hat on Nick Bosa. Who comes up with the big play? Bryce Huff. Right off the edge, he beat Fuaga right from the start, 26-21. But again, almost the same setting of a week ago. Penalties, drop passes, not being get off the field on third down. Exact same thing that happened this week.
He did. Look, I took 2 mental notes. I think Rattler's doing everything he can to, above expectations at this point. Bobby, I don't know.
The reason why we're not winning is not because of Rattler.
Right, that's exactly. He's doing his part.
Yeah.
Secondly, the attitude of that team. They're fighting. You got to give them credit. They're not giving up.
Well, it's not PE class, Rich.
Right, no, but still, sometimes
I'm good in PE.
They're all getting after it and to the end. Where they're getting crushed is the trenches. The line is
the guard play is
they can't get pressure in the
Cesar Ruiz is getting worse, and we already paid him.
Crushed.
Come on.
And you can't win. Kamara, it's amazing he gets 100 yards with that kind of line.
He got the touches. They doubled his touches compared to the Cardinals, and that was different. 125 total yards from scrimmage. If you look at it, this is a good balance. I told that to Coach Moore last night. This is what they need to do. You don't want to be throwing 40-plus times. You play catch-up, you're never going to win. He threw 34 passes, and we ran the ball 30 times. You don't realize, because we didn't win, Rattler had 14 consecutive passes completed. That's hard to do, I'm telling you.
He's doing his
In the NFL, to complete 14 straight passes, I'm telling you, Tyler Shuck would not be doing better if he was playing. Spencer Rattler, to me,
the disappointment is the defense and not being able to get off the field on third down.
Well, we cannot give up more than 20 points a game, or we're going to have no chance. We ain't going to win no damn shootout, I can tell you that right now.
Against anybody.
We need to win like 2017.
We'll be back with more sports on the Bayou.
Don't go away. Harry McCulloch talks Nicholls State and also a feature of the week.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our offered team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number 1. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number 1 grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin & Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin & Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin & Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Alford & Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. And St. Martin & Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back to more Sports on the Bayou.
Back here on Sports on the Bayou. Mike Detillier along with the Cajun Cannon, Bobby Hebert, Rich Morty. Now we got the Hall of Famer, Harry McCullough. Harry, this is supposed to be our Nichols highlight segment, but they didn't play last week.
Colonel's got a little bye week this week. They regroup, and we're going to talk about Tulane. And you know, NIL stuff, right? One of the big signings over the offseason was Darian Mensah. He was
to Duke.
He was a quarterback at Tulane. Duke they paid him allegedly like $8 million for 2 years.
Well, he
probably won't get all of that, but he was the highest paid NIL guy at the time. He comes back to play his old team, Duke versus Tulane, and here's the highlights. And
man, that Ratzloff Duke can play. That's all I can do.
Now, we get Ratzloff from BYU, who, he got a little
do
trouble.
y'all know why he got kicked out of BYU?
We'll talk about it later.
What?
But he's running, and he was responsible for 356 total yards between passing and running. He ran for 4 touchdowns on the day. So he was called BYU, and they called him that at BYU. Yeah. And now he's really playing at Tulane and really getting going. There's Chaz Preston with a 28-yard catch.
Man, I'm glad for Chaz. He's finally getting
Retzloff again goes in.
Man, again, a big run by Jake.
He had 4 TDs rushing, 17 carries for 111 yards. He threw the ball for 245 yards. Man, there's your $8 million man throwing an interception right there.
That wasn't a good throw.
And that was Javion White with the pickoff there.
You know, Javion had one almost similar that he dropped. That would have been his second one.
And see, look at Tulane. They're up to 24-3, so they're running away with this game. But Duke did fight back.
Almost like South Alabama.
Exactly. And Mensah actually started having a pretty good game. He threw for 311 yards. Here's a nice pass. He is a good player. I tell you, he was good at Tulane. He really was. And they get the touchdown right there, so they're coming back.
That's just impressive how he can run.
Retzloff running, but
he
here.
got to hold on to it.
And they get a fumble, and they get him back in the game.
And he's done, that's what Coach said. You got to hold, lift the fight on you, do not turn over the ball.
Right, but he either catches it or throws it every play, and then Mensah brings it right down.
Throw a pretty ball.
He does.
He really does.
He's a good player now. And then he was at Duke, and that's one of the reasons they paid him.
Look at that
so
hard
much.
run.
There he goes again.
And he's a tough dude now.
100 yards rushing, he can run.
And like I say, and that kind of sealed the deal as Mensah, though, threw for half of his yards at 311 in the fourth quarter, like with 7 minutes or less. So they made it a game. They get it close. But Tulane goes off to win it by the final score of 34-27.
So we didn't
good win
see
for them.
him run the ball as well as he's doing today. Last year at BYU,
he was good at BYU.
He was a good player. There's nothing against being a winner.
Bobby, you want to tell him why now?
Tell him why.
No, the BYU wanted him. They kicked him out because I don't know. BYU is having premarital sex. Honor code. Yeah, honor code, premarital sex.
How did McMahon get through?
Right.
No, Jim McMahon. Okay, he's Jewish and you're going to Mormon University. Jim McMahon was Catholic and went to a BYU, a Mormon University. Then you had football dorms. But the Lavelle Evers, they would look the other way. Jim McMahon was smoking pot every day in the dorm. They look the other way. Come on.
I tell you what, one other thing, though. Tulane's head coach, he might not be around. He's going to be one of the big names. Speaking of NIL deals, they're going to be looking at his name. He is now 35-9 at 4 years at Troy and Tulane.
Okay, they don't have a superstar player. They got a superstar coach.
Yeah, they really do. So
thank you, H. Appreciate it.
Willie Fritz
back in more Sports on the Bayou.
Right after the break, it's LSU time. Stick around. It's getting good.
GenGators Power Systems is the area's leading Kohler standby generator solution, specializing in maintenance, repair, and installation on all major brands, from gas to diesel and 2kW to 2000. Home or commercial, our team has you covered. Our factory-certified technicians and installers are highly trained to provide response and repair when you need it the most. We service what we sell, period. Trust the GenGators, where we sink our teeth in the service.
No one plans for heart disease. Do you know your risk? High cholesterol, diabetes, smoking, high blood pressure, lack of exercise, obesity. Heart disease could be affecting you, and left untreated can lead to stroke or worse. At Cardiovascular Institute of the South, we believe in prevention and early detection. Our world-renowned cardiologists work with you to reduce your risk before an emergency strikes. Protect your heart. Know your risk. No one plans for heart disease, but we do.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And St. Martin and Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back with more Sports on the Bayou.
Back here on Sports on the Bayou, guys, it's our LSU segment. Chuck Bork joins us here. And Chuck, 20-10, these games have really been close throughout the years. LSU, Florida, Lagway helped, 5 interceptions. But, man, LSU secondary, the leap that it took from last year to this year, tremendous.
Well, we're going back to DBU instead of DBU.
Finally.
You know, yeah, well, no, we got some studs in that secondary right now.
And then you lose both weeks, brothers.
Yeah,
one gets thrown out, one gets hurt. Well, Florida gets on the board quickly, and it's 3-0. But man, Nussmeier just hasn't been able to connect on a consistent basis. The offensive line's lousy too.
Well, the thing is, when you throw in your torso, if he has his injury
And
dealing
it's
with
messed
that.
up.
So, you remember Miles Brennan when he got all jacked? You don't want that middle part of your body when you're having to throw.
So it's 3-3. Ramos hits the field goal, then a big pass right over the middle. Again, that was a nice throw. Then again, Nussmeier back to pass over the middle. Man, super throw here. You get the touchdown. LSU gets the lead.
LSU fans, we would have done that 4 or 5 times, not just 1 or 2.
Then Lagway here. This is his best pass of the day. Throws it in the corner of the end zone. That's a really nice catch.
He dropped that in the bucket.
So it's 10-10, LSU, Florida, and you expected, man, this is going to come down to the end. But, man, Lagway, feeling a little heat, throws it over the middle, gets it, interception.
Oh, that reminded me when I played free safety. See how he timed that and he broke the ball? That reminded me, I did that against St. August, Alafouche. I remember that.
13-10 now with Ramos, but then Lagway again throws it and bang, another interception.
Big 6.
Deshaun Spears, he's had 2 interceptions. He's not even one of the starting safeties. He's the third guy.
He looks like a big cat. He looks like LSU got some depth.
He can run.
And then Nussmeier over the middle. Bauer, Sharp, former Oklahoma guy who actually started at Southeastern Louisiana, kind of bounced around. It's kind of a seal the deal situation. And then, Garrett gets kind of flushed out. They get a pass. He throws it over the middle.
What are you doing? Now, that's a brain fart.
That's not a good throw.
Then when you're in the meetings, the coaches tell you, what the hell are you doing? Well, what are you thinking? He does that too many times.
It's not over.
The NFL don't like that.
Then Lagway throws it, bang, another interception. And Tamarcus Cooley gets into the mix with it here. And hey, it's not over again. You get pressure, and then he throws this one up. The number 1 rated cornerback in the country a year ago, freshman DJ Pickett, comes down with the interception. And then finally, LSU breaks off a run. Actually, they had Jack Pyburn, the defensive end, as a blocking fullback on that play for Caden Durham. Gets it down, and then basically kind of game, set, match, 20-10. LSU with the win over Florida. Billy Napier, it doesn't get any easier. They play Miami of Florida this week, Texas in Austin, and then Texas A&M. Got a feeling Billy ain't going to survive this engagement.
Well, you know what I'm going to miss is because LSU, SEC, they're going on a 9-game schedule. Don't y'all like them playing Florida every year?
I do.
It seems like they want to fight. Who doesn't like maybe like wrestling or hockey? A fight, before the game or after.
But it's been a surprise game every year, if you remember. And that's what they had a great game day environment. But I've been doing that game for 35 years with 2 of my buddies from flight school who are Florida grads.
Yeah.
That's our annual reunion. Think about it.
But they might not be playing
Tebow jump pass. throwing the shoe. How many times has the team?
How about the field goal and we couldn't even see the ball?
Yeah,
Correct.
the shoe game.
So
Yeah.
the overall record for the last, I think, 40 years plus is
I got
even.
it right here, Chuck.
Give it to
Okay,
him, Bob.
this is parity. This is why I think LSU should always play Florida. You look at this. Now I'll tell you the 9-game schedule. This won't happen, but the Tigers, we took the lead, so we got the lead. I don't know how we're going to play. We have won 35 games. They've won 34, and we've tied 3.
One tie.
And, 3 ties. 35 wins, 34 losses, and 3 ties. So we got the edge. We got the edge on the Florida Gators. So I don't know. It's good for football. Because for some reason, I don't know, we don't like each other. Which, I don't know. It's entertaining.
We're going to go to Brian Kelly's rant in the locker room afterwards. The first question Michael Cabo asked him, and listen, it's a good question, but again, you got to remember the coach. He's acting on this. Just like he pounded the table, this is an act by Brian Kelly, but we're going to show it.
Back, I know you love these immediate post-game sessions, but what are you seeing with your offense?
Stop. Really? Is that the first question? We won the game 20-10. Try another question. What do you want me to tell you? I just laid it out for you. We played the game to win the game. We played the game to win the game.
All right. How about third down then? What is going on with third down?
It's one game. Last game, we were great on third down. You're looking at this from the wrong perspective. LSU won the football game. Won the game. I don't know what you want from me. What do you want? You want us to win 70-0 against Florida to keep you happy?
No, I think people want to know why you can't run the ball, quite honestly.
We can run the ball. Did you see the last play of the game? That's all you need.
So arrogant. That's why he better win, because we don't like him. He's pompous. I mean,
He's arrogant. He's arrogant.
We'll be telling him, take your carpet bag behind out of here. If he better win. No, the thing is, in fairness to him, that question and how you attack, and you need more to ease him into a press conference. That should be like the 4th or 5th question.
Yeah, but Mike might not have got in the 4th question.
Yeah, you can.
He might not have got.
You gotta make him feel good and ease into it. Sometimes when you come out smoking.
I think he was trying. It was a bit of an act, but he was trying to defend his offense. That's his baby. He's not a defensive coach. He's an offensive coach, and he's trying to defend his side of the field.
Against a team like Florida, as you say, with their track record, I mean, a win is a win. You win it any way you can, and you should appreciate the fact that they.
See, Rich is from up north.
That's a little different.
The other side of it is, leading into it, battle of the Heisman quarterbacks. That was not a battle of Heisman.
What?
I haven't seen any.
We didn't see no Heisman. None of them on that game.
I haven't seen.
The only Heisman quarterback right now is Carson Beck, who left Georgia at the U.
I agree. And he was lousy last year at Georgia.
No, nobody's playing like, they want to win the Heisman. And everybody said, we need a great quarterback class. They can lead the Saints to victory. I don't think so. Not what I've seen.
We'll be back with more sports on the Bayou.
Coming up, Chuck Bork or his sit-in will be here for What's Up, Chuck?
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin & Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin & Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin & Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our offered team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number one. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number one grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Sports on the Bayou is also brought to you by our corporate sponsors: Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute, Gen Gators Power Systems, South Louisiana Bank, Quality Rental Tools, Barker Honda, Edison Schwest Offshore. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. It's our What's Up Chuck segment. Chuck Bort. Chuck, great to see you again. And, man, how's TCU doing in football? I know they won the first game. Come on.
They won the first game and won back after that.
And Chuck, you were in that number when they waxed Bill Belichick in North Carolina. Chuck was in that number.
We were. It was an interesting dynamic. They had a big pregame dynamic, and then TCU went after them right away.
They waxed him. Bill Belichick's girlfriend, a young girl, she had on his Super Bowl ring and all that. Boy, she got humbled.
So I just want to get into that in a second. I do want to give a little recognition. I got a good friend of mine is in from Scotland, Kevin Simpson. Wants to learn a little bit about American football. It's not the real football, according to him.
He's not going to learn anything from this show.
But an acknowledgement to Kevin. Kevin's a dear friend and old client. Some saw him come in. He's in a wheelchair. He's one that moved on in life after an injury. To his, look him up when you're done. 2008, the UK Paralympics team. This man was in Beijing playing tennis.
Yeah.
So
right.
We all deal with atrocities and headaches in life. This guy's a model to everybody. I'll give him that acknowledgement and that recognition. Turning next to Saints game, Bobby.
Okay.
I'll throw this to you and Rich. Sitting in that stadium yesterday, I noticed, like a lot of people, we were outnumbered. There were more more 49ers fans in that stadium than Saints fans. How, as a player, does that make you feel when you come out onto the field like that?
Well, they're complaining that won't happen if you win. When they were winning Super Bowls and they had Joe Montana, I don't care, in the late 80s, early 90s, there were more 49er fans than Saints fans. You got to give the fans hope. If you don't give them hope, that's why the Lions, they traveled.
Buffalo,
and listen,
when they came here, they
with the Bills, the Bills Mafia, they are traveling. And you got to give the fans hope. And you can't tell people how to spend their money. You might say, oh, you're not law. You buy season tickets. You can't be selling in the secondary market. I don't know. I'm a capitalist. You can do whatever you want. That's your money. If you win, then people want to go to the games. Now, we don't want to lose the team, so you got to keep buying the tickets. But then you can't when you're trying to balance that. So, no, all that red, though, I just look at them, a lot of them. See, if you're from there, yeah, of course. If you're from California, that wasn't all California people. That was a lot of homegrown people, Louisiana, Mississippi, cheering for the damn 49ers.
And he's right. Absolutely
no,
right. Rich?
I don't think, I mean, look, when you go to an away game, you have to, in your mind, the cheers that they're cheering for the other team becomes noise to you. It doesn't become a right or wrong or who they're favoring. So I don't think it makes a difference. I mean, it's nice. But I don't think they go out and play. They're playing hard. They hear noise, and I don't think it affects the players.
The worst thing.
I mean, they're pros. They should be able to deal with it.
The worst thing is like, damn, we in the Caesar Superdome, and we're getting ready to score in the red zone. They're hollering defense.
Well, I tell it was more.
That bothered me. Well,
that would piss you off. Then
it was more disturbing.
You should be motivated, not pout. I mean,
more disturbing when we went in at halftime. We went to get a drink, so we're not sitting in the seats. And we hear a cheer go up, and somebody looks at me, it's like, if we hear the cheer, it's probably the opposing team right now. And so that was a little disconcerting.
Yeah, who scored? You know what it was? It was like at a neutral site game. You know, you could see a game like, I remember, like it could be 50-50 or 60-40, like LSU playing in Atlanta or LSU playing in Dallas, and it's a neutral site. It felt like a neutral site game, and that it wasn't in New Orleans.
And you're right. You got to earn the respect. That your home team, you got to earn that respect, and you got to win.
There'll be
a home team advantage. We should have that in the dome. I mean, that containment. It's all that. I mean, everyone was diehards.
Changing gears a little bit on it. The other question I'll direct more to Bobby. He seems to have knowledge about being a quarterback.
A little bit. A little bit.
Are you excited about what you see from Spencer Rattler? There's some of his passes that are dead on. There are some that are still flying, and it doesn't look like you know where he's throwing. And then he's got that aspect of the run game to him. What do you think about it, and what do you see?
Well, I mean, he knows how to handle adversity. I mean, think about this. He's 0-8. I'm like, please help him win a game. Come on, a supporting cast. It's not tennis or golf. It's a support. It's a team game. This is so true. The Saints can win games with Rattler quarterback, but they will need to play much better in the other areas. Like the supporting cast. If you look at it, okay, Chris Olave, you want to get paid like a number one receiver? I know that ball was behind you. How about you catch it? Like all of a sudden, we're not playing from behind. We're winning 7-0 or 10-0 at the beginning of the game. He ended up completing 14 consecutive passes. He was 25 of 34, 206 yards. He had 3 touchdown game. And the 2 games, he has not thrown an interception. So I'm telling you, you're not winning because of Rattler. But when you're talking about the fan support and how bad it is right now, okay, the Saints, right now, it dropped them to 0-2 start for the first time in 8 years. Okay, we're not used to this. Okay, the Saints have lost 14 of their last 17 games overall, 15 of their last, one-score games, the NFL's all like that. 15 of their last 20 one-score games they've lost. I'm not saying we got to win 15 out of 20, but you can't only win 5, maybe half of that. So that's just where we're at. If you look at the last time they lost 5 in a row in the Dome was the end of the 1994 and beginning of the 95 season. I was playing with the Falcons when that happened. I'm just showing you. That was the last.
That's a while back. Thank you, Chuck. Appreciate it. We'll be back with more sports on the Bayou.
It's bad.
Right after a short break, Stan Gravois in his Prep Football Roundup.
At Terrebonne General Health System, we believe that health is a journey best traveled together. As your dedicated partner in wellness for over 70 years, we are committed to providing comprehensive, compassionate care. From preventive services, primary and specialty care to advanced treatments, Terrebonne is French for good earth. And good health here on the good earth sounds just right. Together, we can achieve a healthier, happier future for you and your family. Discover more at tghealthsystem.com.
Since 1988, Quality Rental Tools has provided specialized products to the oil and gas industry. Our locations allow for quick service to both land and marine operations. At Quality Rental, our name represents our commitment to our customers. Our uncompromising principles help us remain a strong and vibrant member of the oil and gas industry. To order any of our products for offshore and land needs, call us today at 1-888-922-3449. Quality Rental Tools, our name says it all.
Here at South Louisiana Bank, we know the importance of working together as a team.
We're always here for you when you need a loan. By the way, here's that crawfish powder you needed. You can borrow it anytime.
So whether it's business or personal banking, we do it all. Visit our locations to find out how we can support your financial needs.
Good luck with the restaurant.
Thank you. And tell your mama thanks for the recipe. Her secret's safe with me.
I will.
South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by St. Martin and Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. Stan Gravois, we'll throw it to you, Stan. Do a great job covering the high school scene here.
Thank you, Mike. And when you think of football in the Bayou region, especially on the 5A level, I don't know of a team. There's a couple out there, but I don't know of a team that's probably been more consistent than Terrebonne High School, especially, again, on the 5A level. And that's due in large part to this man, Tyler Lewis, who's the head coach there at Terrebonne High School. 8-2 last year in the regular season. This year, 2-0 as they start things off. It's going well, Tyler. Big win. They were running the clock in the second half. I actually went to the guys in the back and said, can we get some highlights of the game the other day? And he said they had a running clock in the second quarter last week. So we don't want to do that to the school that they played, which will remain nameless until we look at the scoreboard a little bit later. But that being said, big win over Riverside Academy in week one. Playing well?
We're playing well, man. We're healthy. Our guys up front are having a time of their life. We got 3 guys committed already to the university offensively. One guy on the defensive line committed, man. So those big guys are having fun, and the skill guys are just letting them do what they do, and we just coming behind them and support.
Yeah, listen, this is a school of obviously Mason Smith, who we talk about a lot, but Jalen Lucas, who's having a heck of a year at Florida State, Ja'Kai Douglas. And I'm not going to anoint you as being, a deep run in the playoffs quite yet, but I started coaching high school ball here in 1985. To this day, I have never seen a team that passes the eye candy test like Terrebonne High School.
No, they look good coming off the bus, and they play good when they get on the field, Coach.
They do.
You've done a great job there. And, you know, there's a lot of people don't realize, you know, population changes and everything else, and the storms, everything else. You guys have survived all that and really been, what Stan brought out, there ain't no question about it, the top 5A school in this area. Not even close.
Here's where it gets interesting. He's got St. James this week. St. James has been in the Dome for the last 2 years in 3A football. He is a graduate of West St. John.
Yeah.
He played for Coach Davis at West St. John, who is now the head coach at St. James. He coached at St. James with Coach Davis. So you're going to be ready.
So you're saying it's personal?
Yeah. I don't think Coach Davis taking my phone calls this week. But we have a great relationship, Coach Davis and I. And, you know, I love that community of Vacherie. You know, they embrace their coaches. They're going to come here to Houma and bring all their river hospitality, man. But it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a great show, man. But I do believe in my team, and I do believe that you got to control it up front. And I don't think nobody's going to stop us up front no time soon.
That's where you guys have won. You've won in the trenches. You got great skill people, but y'all have won offensive, defensive line.
You need to talk to the Saints, man.
I do want to let you introduce the two guys we have at the table that you have from your staff.
Yes, sir. We have my special team coordinator, receiver coach Kenneth Owens, and then we have our run game coordinator and offensive line coach Nick Guidry.
All right. All right. Real quickly, scores from last week, just so you could get caught up of what happened last week. We started on Thursday night. H.L. Bourgeois got a big win on Thursday night over Assumption. Vanderbilt still undefeated. Morgan City went down to Slaughter. I don't even have to think about how to describe that one. Slaughtered. There's the Terrebonne score. I'm not going to mention anything else. South Terrebonne got a good win against CCA. Edie White, man, they were driving at the end of the game. They go down to Jesuit. Thibodeau, Lowell Narcisse, 2 wins to start off the year this year. Central Lafourche got their first win of the year. South Lafourche redeems a loss against Pearl River from last year. Douglas puts it on Houma Christian. St. James, there you see it, 52 against West St. John, your alma mater. And then you have Catholic of New Iberia with the win. Again, it's St. James against Terrebonne High at Tom B. Smith, 7 o'clock on Friday night. Going to be one heck of a game.
Yeah.
That's all we have for our high school segment. We're going to be right back with more Sports on the Bayou after this.
Don't fall asleep now, because when we come back, I'll give away an award to someone who's in the audience on my Stay to Play segment.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our offered team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number 1. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number 1 grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Alford & Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. And St. Martin and Bourke Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back to more Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. Martin, I'll throw it to you. State of play, brother.
All right, we are ready to pull raffle tickets. Before we do that, though, we got the Chief of Police, Travis Terrio, is going to be pulling it, because we got the winning prize this week. We have 2. You can bring your partner to the Hero Fest. The bands that are playing this weekend are unbelievable. Craig Morgan's going to be there too on Saturday, right? Saturday night?
Yeah, we have Craig Morgan on Saturday night, Cane Breakers on Sunday.
Yeah.
Paper Chasers and a fireworks show on Friday, live auction. And it's a great event. If y'all haven't been out to it, it's a cause that we are pretty passionate about and we believe in, and we like helping our first responders whenever they need it. All the money stays local.
It's going to be great. We're going to pull that in a second. But I want to go to the Schwest table, because at that table is Mark Oswald. Mark, raise your hand there and let that camera see you. Mark has won 5 NHRA national championships in race car driving, and he's won 98 national events. That's a treasure right here in Terrebonne Parish. And Mark, thank you for being here. Schwest table, thank you all for bringing him here to get a free lunch on us guys. That's the least we could do, right? All right, before we pull Chuck, I noticed you were up here out of uniform. Joni said she wanted to make sure that you in uniform next week, so she ordered you a special shirt. There we go. There's Chuck's shirt for next week.
Oh, yeah.
All right. There you go, Chuck. All right, Chief, you ready to pull it?
Sir. Pink?
I mean, the ticket.
I never knew.
Right, good answer, Chuck.
It's a good color on you. Like Bobby says, a real man can wear that. All right.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Here we go. No, you read it.
Only on
You the
the
chief.
weekends.
028-351.
Not even
028. Oh. Pull it again, because I won again. Look, I'm just lucky. I'm just lucky.
No,
Pull it again. I'm putting it back in the hopper.
Yeah.
Putting it back in the hopper.
every week now.
Well, I mean, I can't help it if I'm lucky, Rich.
Lucky. What'd you step in?
Don't
Let me
be
check the
jealous.
bottom of your shoes. Did you step in something?
Say it again.
028-375.
Anybody?
You don't have another one.
375.
You don't have another winner.
Oh, I got it right here. We got a winner.
There he is.
Houma. Explorer Houma is in the house. All right. The perennial noisemakers over there in the back.
He showed a lot of enthusiasm when he.
Man, you're going to have a good weekend. That's unbelievable. I want to thank the Hero Fest. That's some big time free passes. And what they get to enjoy with that? A little bit of everything, huh?
All your drinks and food for the whole weekend. Enjoy some good company, family-oriented event. And look, you don't just have to be in the VIP section and enjoy a good show. The whole event's free. So we have a national act coming in, and it's free for your family to come in and enjoy it.
And if Bobby would have won that, it'd have cost you $2,000 in Long Island iced tea.
Bobby, he was too pricey for us.
So I have to.
Don't get defensive on
I
me.
know Marvin had me go do it and sing happy birthday again to somebody. Okay, somebody's birthday in here. Oh, sing happy Louis Armstrong. Oh, yeah.
You're right. You could do that. All right, Mike.
All right, we'll be back with more sports on the Bayou.
Coming up, a look at next week's game.
Edison Schwest Offshore is more than a fleet. We're an interconnected network of vessels, logistics hubs, and a fast-growing workforce of over 19,000 dedicated professionals across the globe. From the United States to Brazil and the Middle East to Southeast Asia, Schwest provides cutting-edge solutions to a worldwide community. And in the face of evolving demands across the industry, we are committed to operating as the best in the world.
If you're still fixing your car, that's real cute. Why don't you just drive a Honda? The most American-made gas-powered brand, reliable, safe, high quality, and built to last. There's no need to repair what doesn't break. Where reliability meets rebellion, that's the swagger and style of Honda. Because when your car is in the shop, ours is on the road. And remember, it's better at BarkerHonda.com.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Alford & Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And St. Martin and Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back with more Sports on the Bayou.
Finishing up here on Sports on the Bayou, guys. Saints going to Seattle. That is a really tough place to play. Man, the sound just goes straight down. It is really loud. Saints have not had a lot of success in Seattle either.
No, and we all remember I mean, Seattle had the home game. Remember when we won like 11 games and they were 9-8 and we had to go play at Seattle? Remember beast mode game? And stuff. We were on. I remember our 8th running back that game. We were so beat up that season.
Yeah.
But no, it is so loud how the construction in the stadium, how the sound just goes back in. So I don't know. It's like we playing in a different country. Think about Seattle. There's the extreme NFL in the Northwest, and Buffalo's the extreme Northeast. And we got back-to-back games. There's been a lot of travel, a lot of air miles. So.
On the college front, LSU plays Southeastern. They should take care of business. But I think the big game, in-state team, Tulane plays Ole Miss. Oh, yeah. Ole Miss just played Arkansas. They play LSU a week from now. And I think Summerall's got a shot here. If the concentration's not right for Ole Miss. Because Ole Miss got more talent than.
I think to be in that final 12, this is the kind of game you got to win.
I agree.
Trying to be in the postseason, but you look at LSU. I don't know. I'm not smart. What is something wrong?
I wouldn't even play him. I'd play Van Buren.
I mean, yeah, play Van Buren so he's ready to roll against Ole Miss the following week.
We'll be back next week with another version of Sports on the Bayou.
All right. We'll see you next week on Sports on the Bayou.
Edison Schwest Offshore is more than a fleet. We're an interconnected network of vessels, logistics hubs, and a fast-growing workforce of over 19,000 dedicated professionals across the globe. From the United States to Brazil and the Middle East to Southeast Asia, Schwest provides cutting-edge solutions to a worldwide community. And in the face of evolving demands across the industry, we are committed to operating as the best in the world.
Where sugar cane is grown. So much to see on HTV. Stick with us 'cause we're your home.